We apologize for the technical difficulties here in Gatlinburg as we get set to continue the first quarter here of the Gatlinburg Smokies Showdown, part of the All-American Series. If you missed it, the Stripes team, opening kickoff touchdown. That was Noah Sawyer, number 7, who took off to the end zone to get things started for the guys in red. Now they set to kick off here to the Stars. And it looks like this is going to be Nason Waldy set back to kick this one off. And that was Pelham, England with the kickoff. My apologies. Still trying to overcome some of these difficulties here. What a big game we have here. Is big all-star showdown of the Gatlinburg Smokies 2025 here, the All-American Series. This is the guys in the white jerseys. This is the Stars team coming up here. We got some big players here, of course. Kate Atkinson, one of the big players to look out for here. This is Brandon Frex that runs back, and he gets sacked on the play and is dropped for a nice couple yards there. Great play by the defense.
That defensive line from the Stripes team looks solid right now. Got to watch them practice yesterday, and that looks like one of the strengths of this defense.
That was Brandon Frex from Kansas City East who took the sack there. It's going to be second down now for the Stars. Alongside Brex, you have Benjamin Nelson to his right there, also from Kansas City East. He's going to hand it off to Nelson. Nelson's going to try and find a big run, gets past the 40 and is brought down for a nice little gain to make it third down for the Stars. The Stars continue to try and make up for the sack at the opening of the drive. Here we go, he stands back. Nelson to his right once more. And that ball is snapped. This time he rolls to his right trying to make a pass, and he's going to get hit in pressure. Throws that pass incomplete. It'll be fourth down now for the Stars.
That was Parker Weston coming right off that edge, completely untouched. Put a lot of pressure on him, made him move the pocket. There's
one thing we've seen a lot from this red team in practice is that they've been working really hard on defense to try and make big plays like that. They definitely have a good pass rush, and we saw there that they scripted that play to its maximum perfection. So we'll see how this goes as they look to send this ball back the other way.
Gorgeous punt.
And this will be caught by Demetrius Williams, who's going to run to his right and slip down. 2 flags come in there at the end of the play. It looks like that was right beyond the 25-yard line. Let's see what the officials discuss. That flag was thrown on the kick return.
And that's not something you want. I mean, they tried to pin him back deep, and it was a decent return. So you don't want to have to move back further closer to your own end zone.
We're going to start things here with the Stripes now as they make it first down. That penalty, of course, called on the returning team. It looks like it's going to be spotted at about the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Stripes. That ball snapped, and it's pitched to the back. He runs to his right, tries to knock a man down and get past him, but he can't. That's number 34, Jackson Moore from Cornerstone Christian, with the opening play there. What a big tackle there made by Nason Waldy and Caleb Rogers there for the Stars. Making a big play there. It's now second down for the Stripes. Got Levi Ashburn in at quarterback, number 15 from the Tennessee Heat. And Ashburn's going to take the ball. He fakes it and runs to his right, throws it. That pass is complete to Evan Watt, who's brought down, and it's a huge first down for the Stripes.
Wide open. Wide open.
Evan Watt there, the receiver from the Pack Panthers, playing in today for the other number 3, Kyle McFarland, who is not playing today with a torn ACL, also from the Pack Panthers. We got to talk to the coaches a little bit before the games. They said he's been a tremendous help in practice with getting this team prepared, so great job there. We'd like to acknowledge Kyle McFarland. Once again, a great reception there by Evan Watt, the other number 3 from Pack. Here we go, first down once more. Ashburn hands this one off. It goes back to Jackson Moore, and he gets tackled there, second down.
Jackson Moore had one heck of a season this year at Cornerstone. Finished the year with 1,887 yards rushing and 17 rushing touchdowns. Can't get much better than that.
Ball on the 41-yard line as they look to march into opposing territory and potentially double up on the lead they have. Here we go now. It's Ashburn again. That ball snapped. He drops back and throws it to his right. That pass was intended for Levi Aycock, and it's incomplete.
Late flag, late flag.
And a flag on the play there, as you said.
Looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference.
And I believe that is the call. There was a tight contest there in coverage. It was Levi Aycock, who was the intended receiver from the Lighthouse Warriors. And with that, they're going to move things downfield, and it's going to be an automatic first down there for the Stripes.
Yeah, I mean, defensive penalties, you don't want to give away stuff like that. I mean, you already had them. What would have been a third down and long. That's the position you want to try and hold them in, and penalties like that will just kill you every day.
That pass incomplete there, sailed down the field, was unable to get a hand on it. And I believe that was intended for Aycock once more on the left side there.
Ashburn's coming back in at quarterback.
Second down now. Ashburn with Inglet behind him. That ball snapped, and he pitches this one back to Inglet, and he drops the ball. That ball is live, and it's picked up, and the Stars have the football.
And way to be on it, but you've got to have those pitches. It takes a lot of reps to get that.
A miscommunication on the pitch and a fumble there from the Stripes. And I believe that was Waldy that recovered it for the Stars. In a big defensive play here in the first quarter. And upon the replay, it looks like it was Jack Hensley there who was able to recover the fumble. Once again, an excellent defensive play, capitalizing on the miscommunication, and a big first down for the Stars. Here we go, that ball snapped. He's going to run past the line of scrimmage, gets brought down. It looked like that was Wyatt Choate, number 15 from South Haven.
Yeah, he was another one that had a really good year this year. Finished with 1,644 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, and only threw 4 interceptions. He's got a pretty good arm on him, and he can run when he needs to.
An excellent player indeed now as they get set for second down. Choate once again standing in the back. That ball snapped. This time he hands it off to Atkinson. Gets solid yards there and is brought down. Third down now for the Stars.
Didn't get a whole lot like right there, but you've got to have runs like that. And Atkinson is one of those guys that will constantly give you those hard-fought yards. I mean, he's a menace to try to game plan against.
And Atkinson, he ran to the left there, found a nice little gap on the outside, made the cut. Solid yards, textbook play. Third down now as they look to convert and move the chains here.
That was a good hard count. That was a good hard count by Choate. Choate. But it's obvious on this second offensive series that the Stars teams wanting to spread them out, give themselves some space, and it seems to be working.
With that penalty, the chains move now. So this will be first down for the Stars. Let's see what type of magic they can make happen here. Still down by 7. Looks like a timeout's going to be called here. And with that, we're going to send this one to break. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned here on 8-Man Extreme. Welcome you back here to the 2025 Gatlinburg Smokies Showdown. The Stars currently with the football on first down after the chains moved from the penalty, looking to come back from their 7-point deficit here in the first quarter. He's going to go back and throw this one deep. That ball's incomplete. The pass from Wyatt Choate to Kaya Schroeder, incomplete. And he was wide open, nothing but daylight, but that pass was just a little bit overthrown.
Just past his outstretched arms. He tried to make a play. Sometimes you just can't come up with it.
Great effort there from Choate. Greater effort there from Schroeder. You can see him try to jump and stretch his arms out to get a hand on it, but just came short. Second down now for the Stars.
This Stars team's really liking that 21 formation.
They send a man in motion. That's Atkinson who runs to his right. This time he just runs up the middle. It's Wyatt Choate who gets the first down and is brought down at about the 28-yard line.
That's what I was saying earlier, man. Choate likes to run it when he can, and he's got some good enough legs on him. He can hurt you.
With a solid scrambling ability, he finds the gap, gets some good blocks, and he gets dropped. Positive yards, great gain. First down for the Stars. He did a good job putting those educated feet to good use. Let's see what he does here as they move the chains. 1st and 10 again for the Stars. Ball spotted at the 28. He sends Atkinson in motion again. Atkinson coming back. Okay, that ball snapped. Atkinson goes to block. This time it's Choate who throws downfield, and that pass was intended for Schroeder again, who got a hand on it and dropped it down at the 8.
Just another one that was just a little too high. Almost came down with it, too. It was in his hands. Just couldn't hold on.
What an unfortunate play there. You could see he had hands on it, just could not hold on. That pass incomplete. It'll be second down for the Stars.
In this Stripes defense, it looks like they're trying to run like a modified 3-3 defense. They might need to make some adjustments to handle this spread because even having those 2 linebackers in there, they're not going to be able to keep up with those receivers. They've got good wheels on them.
Here we go, second down for the Stars now. This time it's Choate who rolls to his left, fires down the field. That pass was intended for Remington Fuller, who couldn't get a hand on it. Tight coverage there, great defensive play to make it third down.
Fuller's got good hands on him. He came out of Bradenton with 714 yards reception and came up with 6 touchdowns receiving this year.
And that was Pelham Inglet who had him in tight coverage, kind of gaining on him there a little bit. Here we go, third down now for the Stars.
This close to your end zone, you don't want to have to settle for a field goal. They have the kicker to do it if they need one.
That ball snapped. He's going to roll to his left, throws up the middle, tight coverage again. That pass is incomplete. Choate could not get it to Fuller once again. Fuller being locked up in coverage. That'll be fourth down for the Stars.
Hey, they came up with pass breakups when they needed them.
And what a great play there. That was number 22, Pelham Inglet, again with the breakup. He's been really good at guarding Fuller in this drive. He's been doing a great job playing coverage. And with that, it'll be fourth down.
Looks like they're going for it here.
Yes, it does. Let's see what they do here. As Choate comes back out, 4th down, they're going to go for it. See if they can maybe make some magic happen. He sends a man in motion. It's Atkinson again. Throws down the field, intended for Atkinson. That ball sails out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover on downs and Stripes football.
Way to bend but not break to that Stripes defense.
And what an effort there. He just couldn't get it to his man, just sailed it a little bit overhead, and that incomplete pass results in a turnover. And it looks like the boys in red now with possession at about the 23. They've had success a little bit already in this game. Like I said earlier, they returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Let's see what the Stripes continue to do here. Low snap, rolls across the floor, can't make up for it, and he gets sacked on the play. Patrick Bennett gets dropped back at the 10-yard line off the low snap.
That was a big-time sack. You get that snap right, though, you don't know what's going to happen.
And what a play there. Holy cow. A mad miscommunication there to Patrick Bennett from the Panthers. And that was Nason Waldy with the sack. So now they're going to be backed up a good bit on 2nd down. Looks like they're going to be at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can make up for it.
Look for Waldy to keep making plays like that all game.
Bennett, another low snap. Bennett tries to pick it up. And it looks like the play was drawn dead there. His knee appeared to be down, so that's going to be 3rd down now for the Stripes. Low snap seemed to be the story of this drive, just unable to get it into the hands of Bennett.
He's lucky. He's lucky. Number 34, Hunter Anderson, was right on his tail. He had a straight shot to him.
And here we go now. 3rd and super long. From about the 6-yard line. Let's see what they can do on this play. Patrick Bennett still back there. That time the snap's fine. Has a good situation there going down there at the O-line. Throws that pass. Incomplete. And that'll be 4th down. That was Owen Lane with the coverage. Great defensive play there from the Stars.
Owen Lane had a pretty good year in coverage, too. He picked up 3 interceptions throughout this past season.
And what a great effort. The low snaps definitely were the killer on this drive there. But you could see that time he actually got some good blocks up front, just wasn't able to get it to his receiver.
Not going to lie here, if this was me, I'd be sending someone after that punter. When you got them pinned that deep in their own end zone and they're punting out of it like that, put pressure on them. You can make a big play that way.
Well, let's see if they do now. The punting unit out a high snap that time.
They put no rush.
That ball is going to land just a little beyond the 40-yard line. It'll get spotted at about the 44. Now the white team comes back out. It'll be the Stars hoping to make up for their last drive with the turnover on downs. We'll be back after this one. Stay tuned on 8-Man Extreme. And welcome back from that long and exhilarating break here on 8-Man Extreme. The 2025 Gatlinburg, the Gatlinburg Smokies Showdown. That first down doesn't go anywhere for the Stars.
That was Brandon Frex trying to make something happen with his feet.
Looks like they got Asher Armstrong in at running back. Brendan Frex in. Lots of good representation here from all these amazing high schools from all around the country. Here we go. Ball at the 45, 2nd down for the Stars. That ball is snapped, and he's just going to try and scramble up the middle. Finds a gap, gets to about the 41, and he's tackled. That was Brandon Frex from Kansas City East.
Frex had a pretty good year on the ground. I mean, as a quarterback, he had 206 yards rushing and picked up 4 touchdowns just using his feet. He's another one that can make things happen.
Now it's 3rd down. Challenging situation here for the offense. They've been struggling to get the ball moving. They had a disastrous drive last time, resulting in the turnover on downs. Lots of overthrown passes. But with the constant changes in positions, let's see what these guys can do. Brandon Frex now. hoping to make a good play at the quarterback position. He sends a man in motion as he drops back, fires that one to his left. That pass is incomplete. It was intended for Isaac Orbke from the Tennessee Tigers.
He just couldn't get his feet set there.
It'll be 4th down now for the Stars.
Looks like they're going to go for it again. Might as well.
They went for it last time, came up short with the overthrown pass, and it looks like they're going to try it again. And here we go. Frex once again. Whistle blown, and a timeout's going to be called. And with that, we're going to go to yet another break. Let's see what happens when we come back. Stay tuned here on 8-Man Extreme. We welcome you back from the break. It's a big 4th down situation for the Stars here in the All-American Series in the Smokies Showdown. Let's see what happens when they try to convert on 4th. Failed to do it on the last drive. That ball is snapped to Frex. He throws it to his right. It's complete. That pass is caught by Oscar Barron, who gets the first down, and Moore's brought down at the 15-yard line. Huge first down there. That was Asher Armstrong with the reception.
He caught that ball, made that defender miss, and away he went. That was pretty good by Watt to wrangle him up and not let him get past him, just push him over the sideline.
That was Asher Armstrong with the Tennessee Tigers helmet there with the big first down for the Stars. Here we go, a new set of downs. He hands this one off to number 15. Or number 25, he gets stopped. That time, Asher Armstrong gets brought down. It'll be 2nd down now for the Stars.
Yeah, the line, they did a little cross block on that right side. Hensley came out and took out that linebacker, just opened the hole up for him.
Big 2nd down here, marching their way into the red zone, hoping to make a score here. Down 7-0. Let's see what they do. Brandon Frex standing alongside Armstrong again. He hands this one off to Armstrong. Armstrong sheds a tackle. Goes down. Let's see where they mark it.
That was another big hole opened up by Sindler and Hensley.
And it'll be a 1st down. And a big conversion there from the white team, and the Stars move the chains. 1st and goal now for the Stars.
They seem to have found something that's actually working for them now. So hope they can keep it up.
Biggest play of the game right here for the Stars team. Let's see how they react to it. That ball is snapped. He's just going to blast through the center of the pile. Number 52, Ben Cricky with the touchdown for the Stars.
That was a good hard run by Cricky. Another guy that put up some big yards this year. Finished the year with 12 touchdowns rushing on the ground. So he's one you can get in there. He's a good-sized kid. Get him down there close to the end zone and just let him work.
An enormous play there from Ben Cricky from Bradenton Christian. A huge touchdown there, and he puts the first points on the board for his team in this one. This is Cricky's first year in Gatlinburg, and with his first year, he gets his first score. Amazing effort there. And here we go. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion, try to make a little bit of magic happen. They're just going to run up the middle again.
It's going to be close.
No good. They're saying he's not going to get it, and the Stars are going to have a 1-point deficit ending this drive. What a big moment there for the white team.
They came out in that Wildcat again. I mean, it got them the touchdown, but it seemed like they were expecting it this time. They were ready for it.
What a great game we've had so far. 6-7 here in Gatlinburg. And what an amazing slate of games we've had here in the All-American Series so far. We just saw a big one down at the other field not too long ago. But here at Andy Bud Parton Field at Rocky Top Sports World, here in Gatlinburg, we have a great game here in the Smokies Showdown.
hate to sound like a cliche, but it really seems like it's going to come down to whose line's going to control the trenches there.
That's the beauty of a game like this. You never know when you have so many talented young men from all these different schools across the country. Here we go. It's going to be Oliver Roush who kicks this one. It bounces past the 30 and is picked up by Nick Nelson, who gets pushed out of bounds. Nick Nelson from the East Central Patriots representing his squad with that play.
They're running hard, getting every bit of yardage you can there. Ran right into a group of them and pushed his way through.
Stripes taking the field once more. Maybe have a tiny bit of breathing room with the 1-point lead. Hoping to potentially double up on score here. And now they take the field for the first down. They got Jackson Moore standing in the backfield. And here's the play. They hand it off in time. A huge hit in the back to Patrick Bennett, but they do hand it off, and he gets a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
That was really close. That looked like Caleb Rogers out of John Paul II. Just a menace right there in the middle. He was all over that one.
I thought for a second it might have been a sack, but he got the ball off just in time for the short gain. It'll be second down now for the Stripes.
I still don't know how he got that off. He was right there on top of him.
It looked like a Jadeveon Clowney type play was going to happen there for a second. But here we go. Second down at the 46.
Come out in that 1-by-1.
Here we go. They're going to pitch it over, and this ball's he's going to run with it past the 50. This is number 1, Demetrius Williams. Had a big play earlier. That time he goes past the 40 and is knocked out of bounds, but will get the first down. First down, Stripes.
It was a good run to the outside. Good pitch. It looks like they bit on that first fake and just got him out of position.
And a great cut there. You saw him shed 3 defenders for that big run. He gets just a little bit past the 40, makes it to the 39 before he's knocked out of bounds. Here we go. Fresh set of downs. First down for the Stripes. They got Patrick Bennett. Let's see what magic he makes. He pitches this one to his back. The back runs to the left. Jackson Moore again goes down. It was Nason Waldy with the tackle for the white team.
They were ready for that outside pitch that time. Waldy did a good job closing.
Defense made a great adjustment there. And holy cow, let's talk about this running back. What a performance he's had in this drive so far. Just pushing people around, playing like a big Husky fullback. That was Jackson Moore.
Running like a man possessed, ready to run somebody over. He looks for the contact.
Let's see what Derrick Henry Jr. here does again. He, with the play action, throws that one to his right. That was intended for Demetrius Williams. That pass incomplete. Now third down for the Stripes.
Waldy was in the backfield again, pushing him out of the pocket. Affected his throw, couldn't get his feet set.
And Patrick Bennett there looked like he was limping for a second. Seems to be okay as he gets back in the huddle. A little bit of an overthrown pass. That's kind of been the trend for this Stripes team so far. It is worth noting that the 7 points they do have came from the kick return and not from any offensive play. So let's see if they can continue marching this one down the field as they dig deeper into opposing territory. Third down now for the Stripes. That ball is snapped. He gets hit by the pressure, sacked a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, and a big play there by the Stars defense. That'll make it fourth down for the Stripes.
Bennett struggling to get back up.
And I mentioned earlier it looked like he was limping, but after that play, he definitely is now. My eyes were not deceiving me. It looks like he might have got hurt there. A limp on his right leg. And that's Patrick Bennett for the Stripes team.
And on that sack, that was DJ Grabber out of Tri-State in Indiana. Had a big year defensively, 15 sacks. So let's just add another one to his total.
Patrick Bennett there from the Pack Panthers getting to the sideline as his team comes up for the fourth down here.
Levi Ashburn's back in at quarterback.
Here you go. Ashburn comes in. And he's going to try and make a pass play. Pressure comes. He throws it up the middle. That pass sails over the head of Levi Aycock, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Stars have the football once more.
That was DJ again, right in his face.
DJ Graber, an unbelievable performer in these type of games from the Tri-State Crusaders. He's done such a great job playing defense all season, earning a spot in this game, and he's done a great job here in this one so far. And now a big opportunity is being given to the white team. They've made a couple of offensive stops now. Now they have an opportunity to take the lead. Wyatt Choate in the backfield. Let's see what decision he makes here. It's been a very run-heavy game in this one. He's going to roll to his left and try to look for an open man for the check down. He throws it. That pass was intended for Remington Fuller, and it was incomplete. Adding to the list of incompletions today from all of these quarterbacks. It's like I said, it's been a very run-heavy game. They've been struggling to get to the receivers. That time he threw it in double coverage and couldn't get it to him.
Yeah, but he put that – it might have been a little off target, but that ball hit his hands. You've got to have those.
Yeah, just a slight overthrow. He absolutely had the right idea, just couldn't pinpoint it. Choate in the backfield now once again. That ball is snapped. He hands this one off. He almost bobbled the handoff a little bit. That was Dylan Herron from Bradenton Christian. Got a couple of yards there, but was ultimately knocked down. The handoff looked a little scary there for a second. If you watch here, it looked like he almost dropped it, but he was able to keep his hands on it.
Yeah, those are those plays you see back and you're just holding your breath, hoping to actually get it back.
Well, here we go, third down for the Stars. Things look to be a little okay now with that small gain. Clock's winding down for the quarter. They do get the ball off in time. And here we go. He gets sacked on the play again. That was Wyatt Choate who got knocked down. And what an exciting end to the first quarter. The Stripes team with a 7-6 lead over the Stars here in the Smokies Showdown. We'll come back and see how the second quarter continues when we return. Stay tuned. We welcome you back here to the Smokies Showdown. That ball, of course, kicked off by the Stars team. The Stripes team coming back on the field. It looks like it's going to be spotted somewhere around the 30. 7-6 game. We start the second quarter here with the guys in red taking over the first possession of the quarter. We've talked about it a little bit already, Michael. There's been a little bit of a passing problem in this game so far. It's been very run-heavy. A lot of these quarterbacks are struggling to get the balls into the hands of the receivers. There's been a few big plays, but for the most part, it's been a ground game. What do you think about this so far?
Yeah, looking at the stats, I'm not too surprised, though. I mean, we have some big backs that have put up a lot of yards and grabbed a lot of touchdowns. But given the quarterbacks we have in this game, it's a little surprising.
Here we go. He's going to pass that ball to the left in tight coverage. Cannot get it off. That was Levi Ashburn who threw the ball. Looked like it was intended for Andrew McGowan from East Central. And that'll make it second down for the Stripes to start the second quarter.
But going back to what you were saying, I think some of the problem is you have all these kids that are from all these different schools. Passing is about gelling together as a quarterback and a receiver, and it takes time. I mean, they've been here together for 2 days prior, but it takes more than that.
Ashburn comes up. He's got Joseph Nelson in the backfield. Oh, looked like there was a little bit of a jump there, but he corrects himself. That ball is handed off. He's going to try and run to his right. He gets a cut, tries to shed the defenders, but gets a little bit of extra yards there. That was Pelham Inglet from the Augusta Eagles with a huge play there and a first down for the Stripes.
Yeah, I watched some of his film before this game, and that kid, a little smaller in stature, but he runs like a man twice his size. He's not afraid of contact, and he likes putting that helmet right in your chest.
And it looks like he got to the 48-yard line there. A big first down from the Stripes. That was Inglet again on that play as they get set here. Levi Ashburn standing back. He's going to make a pass play. He's going to throw this one up the middle. That pass is caught by Levi Aycock, who takes off to the end zone and gets a touchdown for the Stripes.
He couldn't have placed that ball any better. Right there in the breadbasket, he was able to grab it and just take off.
Number 6, Levi Aycock from the Lighthouse Warriors with a huge touchdown and the first offensive one for the Stripes.
He only had a couple steps on that defender, but the quarterback placed it in the right spot and was able to just basically throw him to the end zone.
And what a maneuver there, what a score, and now they've doubled up 13-6. Let's see how they extend the lead. And what a great drive, a big pass play. We talked about how there hasn't been many of those, but we saw one there.
Yeah, I mean, once you get on the same page, though, everything starts to click, so maybe they figure something out.
Sometimes those game time experiences are the best way to go about it. Sometimes you just see things better when the clock's running than you do in practice, and I guess that time we saw it, a big touchdown there to extend the lead for the Stripes. They're going to come out for the 2-point conversion now, or I believe they're attempting an extra point.
Yeah,
yes,
like
they are.
kicking.
Yes, the kicker's in. They're doing an extra point. Parker Weston to hold here. I believe this is Andrew McGowan coming in to do the kick. From East Central, that kick is up, and it is good. A nice 7 there on this drive, 14-6. The score there as the kicking unit comes to kick the ball back off.
Yeah, it's not hard to find McGowan on the field. I was watching them practice yesterday, and they called him Shoes because he's got these light blue shoes on. You can find him anywhere. Easy to spot.
He's been a very efficient player, definitely helped his team out a lot there. And what a great performance on that drive by Aycock. Levi Ashburn doing great things at quarterback for this red team, representing the Tennessee Tigers, or the Tennessee Heat well.
No, absolutely. I mean, he's another one of those players you got a game plan against, and he can beat you in the air, and he can beat you on the ground as well. I mean, he finished the year this past season with over 1,100 passing yards with 13 touchdowns and only threw 6 interceptions. But on top of that, he added 429 yards rushing. I mean, you're seeing more and more of these quarterbacks that are not only passing the ball but running it, and running it very well.
Well, McGowan, the guy who just made the extra point, coming in to kick the ball off back to the Stars team. And here we go. It'll be the Stars' first drive of the second quarter here. That ball was caught by Nason Waldy, and he's going to get dropped down at about the 27, and that's where this drive is going to start.
Not bad field position, but I was listening to the coaches talk yesterday from the Stripes team, and they were talking about wanting not necessarily onside kick, but they're going to use those pooch kicks to try to keep them honest, keep that front line just true to what they're supposed to be doing.
They're going to start from the 28, just a little beyond touchback range. Let's see what they can do here. First down for the Stars.
Yeah, it looks like they're coming back out with that 21 spread again. They're really liking that setup.
Go ball snap. He fakes the handoff. He's going to run to his left. It's a quarterback scramble. Brandon Frex. There's a flag on the play as he continues to get past his blockers. He gets knocked out of bounds. Let's see what the flags are. Looks like it's a holding call, and this one's going to be coming back.
Yeah, anytime you see those flags come out towards the backfield, you can almost guarantee it's going to be a holding.
An unfortunate holding call there. It looked like he had a nice open area before he got pushed out of bounds. I guess you could blame that on the holding. So this drive's going to be pushed back.
Yeah, you never want to start the drive. You never want to have a first down where you're negative. It's hard to overcome.
They're going to spot this ball at the 22-yard line. Brandon Frex said he sends a man in motion, gets the snap, charges up the center, but gets gobbled up immediately. A short gain, and he gets tackled by Stephen Fanning from Cornerstone Christian School.
I mean, if he wants to keep doing that, he's going to have to hand it off occasionally because there's no way to keep him honest if you don't.
Couple yards gain, but a lot to make up for on 2nd and long. Gets the ball a little past the original line of scrimmage here as it gets to the 24. Second and long. Let's see what Frex can do. That ball is snapped. Frex steps back, throws that one to his right. He goes straight to the dirt. Incomplete, and it was tapped there by Parker Weston at the end, who is technically credited with the deflection, but a bad pass there from Frex makes it 3rd down for the Stars.
Looked like he was trying to toss it out there to number 5, Benjamin Nelson, but he just wasn't ready for it.
What a slow offensive drive we've seen so far. The one explosive play they had, of course, called back with the holding penalty.
That's what I was talking about before. Those things are drive killers, those early penalties on those 1st and 2nd downs.
Frex coming back into the huddle. Let's see if they can adjust to this defense. They've been stopped relatively early on some of these runs. Very short yard situations. And here we go, 3rd and long. That ball is snapped. He's going to draw back and attempt a pass. Blitz comes. He escapes the pressure. That pass was intended for Remington Fuller, but he couldn't get it to him, and there's flags on the play where the hit occurred.
Looks like they might luck out here and get a pass interference call.
And it looks like defensive PI. Let's see what – oh, yeah, and he falls over, and you can see running away from the frame there was Parker Weston. I think he's going to get the penalty called on him, and they are going to move the chains for the 1st down, and the Stars get bailed out on that play.
Absolutely. I mean, on one side it's a fresh start. On the other, that defense had them and just made a silly play.
And Parker Weston got a hand on him, caused him to fall. And here we go now, 1st and 10 from the 38 for the Stars. Frex now with the fake hands-off, runs to his right and gets hit by a big-time play there from number 8, Judah Bush from East Central, one of the standout players on this Stripes team. We saw him in Florida. And holy cow, what a hit there to Brandon Frex. And he makes it 2nd down and long.
That's what you want to see from those secondary guys, being willing to come up in those runs and just lay those pads to them.
The Stripes defense has been really good at bringing on the pressure whenever the quarterbacks try to take off. Here we go, Brendan Frex, he hands this one off, and they snuff him again to make it 3rd down.
No space for Cade there.
That was Cade Atkinson on the run. Fails to go anywhere with the tight defense. 3rd down now for the Stars. Looks like a timeout is going to be called once again. We'll see how this drive continues when we come back from the break. Stay tuned here on 8-Man We welcome you back here to Gatlinburg in the Smokies Showdown. Third down for the Stars team. Let's see what Frex can do. He throws this one up the middle into traffic. That pass is deflected, incomplete. It looked like Demetrius Williams got a hand on it. A big-time deflection there from the Stripes. That'll be fourth down for the Stars.
Honestly, he's just lucky that wasn't a pick right there.
It could have been. He threw that one into heavy traffic. It was intended to go even farther, but it looks like they caught it up the middle and was able to get a swat at it.
Yeah, Williams had that ball dead to rights.
Great defensive play there as they punt this one away. This is going to go back to the Stripe side. And it's going to go out of bounds. It went a little beyond the 40. Flag on the play. There was definitely a late hit there at the end, it looked like. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was Donovan Sproul that went down.
It looked like it was Benjamin Nelson that hit him. It was so close to the end of the play, I mean. But you got to protect your players. They're going to throw that every time.
And they're going to get him with a penalty, and that's going to help this team out a little more. Now they get to start an offensive drive a little way more down the field.
Oh, they called that on the Stripes.
Yes, they did. So now they're going to get pushed back, actually. Didn't see it there in the replay. I guess the referee saw something we didn't, but here we go. 1st and 10 now. He's going to run to his left, try to find room. He's going to make a great cut, tries to find wide open space, gets pushed out of bounds. That was Noah Sawyer, who played for the Ezekiel Knights. An amazing play to start the drive. He was the one that got the opening touchdown on the kickoff to start the game.
And Noah Sawyer, another one that had just a great year, 951 yards on the ground with another 12 touchdowns on top of it. But he was a good two-way player, too. Yeah, he was pretty impressive on defense as well.
Definitely a guy who's quick on his feet. He's good at staying in bounds in those tight situations on the side. Definitely what led to that opening touchdown, and he gives another big contributor to his team there. Screen pass here. He throws this one to his right. That pass is complete. He goes out of bounds, and a flag is thrown near where Andrew McGowan went out of bounds. It was a little before that. Let's see what the call on the field is.
Block in the back.
And an illegal block in the back. That's going to be unfortunate for the offense as they get pushed back a little bit.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good run by McGowan, that catch and run. Set him up pretty well, and someone just got a little too excited.
It was a great